welcome. Thank you for checking out my channel. My name is Colby. This is the Counselor's Garden. Just wanted to take some time to introduce myself a little bit and give an idea what my plans are for this channel. You might hear some noises. I got a little dude running around here with me. So as you may have guessed, I'm a counselor. That's where the name The Counselor's Garden comes from. I'm a counselor. I'm also a very avid gardener. By no means a master gardener. I've only done it for about 6 or 7 years, but I've learned a lot and I'm pretty passionate about it. So aside from that, I'm a dad, obviously, a husband, and yeah, I just love the idea of being able to garden and grow and survive on what we grow, and that's my big goal. We are just getting started, having just moved out of town from a place where we could have 3 raised beds to a place where I'm planning on 12 plus raised beds. So big upgrade, gonna be a lot of work but a lot of fun, and trying not to get bogged down by the initial investment. But yeah, I'd like to maybe take a couple minutes and show you what we're working with outside, and maybe show you my chicken scratch doodles on paper to show what the idea is, and yeah, just leave it at that. So I hope to have planting videos, even though there's lots of those online, just more to document for myself and for whoever's interested, whoever stumbles upon it, just document my progress and be able to come back to it myself as well. So whether or not this gets views, I still would like to come back and see my progress. I think it would be very interesting. So yeah, without further ado, let's go check out the vision and the growing space, and maybe show you a couple other things where I'm starting seeds at and stuff. So here we go. Well, welcome back again. Here is our very beautiful property that we're very blessed to be on. What you're kind of looking at here is a very rough area that we're going to be working with here. So, my plan is, I've got some, line laid out here, and we're still sitting on a very warm 42 degrees here on March 15th. So pretty early, but when you're starting from scratch, you got to start early. So what we have here is my boy and my dog over there, but this is about a very uneven, about 80 foot on one side if we're connecting with the fence up there, and then about 60 foot on this side, and then around 40, 44 across. It's rough, it's a garden, it's not gonna be perfect. But my plan is we're gonna have some fences, gonna make an investment. There's a lot of deer and wildlife around here. Gonna fence this in, just 6-foot deer fence, and wire and 4x4s and whatnot. And oh good, yeah, mess up the lines, whatever. I did make one raised bed out of these cuttings from a neighbor down the road who has a mill. I think it looks fairly nice, and this is, I had to rush and make one so that I could get some garlic in the ground. So that's what will be popping up there sometime in the next couple months. But yeah, so we got enough space here to the other line over there that you can faintly see to have 2 more raised beds that way, so 3. And in between here, we will have about 5 foot, which will be to accommodate a cattle panel trellis. I've grown with those in the past, and it's a game changer. You take a plant that would take up 3 or 4 foot of space, and now you grow it up this cattle panel arch trellis that will go from bed to bed. And you've just saved so much space. You can grow so much. So anyway, so hopefully you can see my vision. We'll have 9 of this size raised bed, which is about 4x6. It's not perfect, as you can probably tell. It's not completely perfect, but we will be having 3 rows of 3. Over here, still deciding. I got corn ideas and pumpkin/squash ideas, so maybe a couple larger, like 4x8 raised beds, a long way, and maybe even some fruits and vegetables up there. But yeah, so that's the idea. Getting ready to get our stuff together to fill up the beds eventually in the next month or 2 and go from there. All right, well, here's just a
for your info or for me to look back on. A nice, very beautiful and professionally drawn outline of my area. Sarcasm there, if you couldn't tell. So what we're looking at here is kind of the outline of what you just saw. This is the dimensions I've landed on here, you know, about a week later, just kind of finalizing stuff, but I'm hoping to, you know, make it nice and accessible. We have our, you know, the main road that people drive on here, and right here we already have a pretty solid base post that's holding a gate, and I'm hoping to just come alongside it with a bigger post and dig it down next to it and attach it, because that one is very solid, and that would make a very good just kind of anchor post to start. We're going to have every 8-foot 4x4s along all the way through here, except here where there's already a weird fence. I'm just going to stretch it and do, you know, maybe, I mean, here we've got 5 total along there. It's a little further, but there's already some good secure posts there that we can just come alongside of and hopefully blend it together fairly well and maximize our space. Landed on a couple of just regular size human gates, I guess I'd say, and then some bigger ones here and here, you know, just in case I need to get maybe a small tractor through or equipment, or, you know, just be better able to navigate through. Up here on the other side of here, I kind of have a little bit of a vision of, you know, that kind of being the scrap, compost, dirt, whatever area out here. So it's good to have a big space. So if we flip this over here, we have kind of my also very professionally drawn rough ideas. You know, like I said, we'll have 3 beds, about 5 foot in between to accommodate the arch trellises, about 6 of them. This is just a game changer, as I mentioned. I mean, you grow these indeterminate tomatoes that would take up, I mean, 4, 5, 6 foot of space, lean them over so that they grow up the trellises, and now you have this really cool aesthetic and also functional. You go underneath it and you can pick tomatoes or cucumbers or beans, or I might even try, as you can see here, I might even try, you know, these small tiger melons to grow up it. Also have a couple bigger beds here that I'm thinking of a few things. You know, this isn't the set thing. This is just you know, get an idea of what I could grow there. You know, maybe try out some melons or some pumpkins and some corn and all of that. So it's all a work in progress, but that's just my kind of rough vision I wanted to throw in here as well. Well, gang, in between filming the intro and got an excited kid, just got a cool airplane. Anyway, in between filming the intro and, you know, filming the recording of the so-called greenhouse, I decided to change things up. I had this rack, or this cool shelving thing that I had for hydroponic system, and the greenhouse was just, I don't know, it was a lot wider than this little closet that we have, and it would just keep stuff way too hot. I actually, even like, you know, these peppers and those brassicas back there are not looking super amazing because it was just way too hot. The Brussels sprouts don't really matter that much because I was just doing an experiment. Obviously they're a fall crop, but I was seeing if it was possible in our area to grow early. I don't think it is. I might still see where they go if they ever decide to form some true leaves, but it's been, well, today is in the 20s of March, so it's been good 3 weeks or so and no true leaves. So I think, you know, maybe the heat, and at that point the light wasn't very close. Now it's, you know, 3 inches above it, 4 inches above it, so it's a lot closer. Maybe could be closer, but I'm just worried about it being too hot. So anyway, this is kind of what we have here. You know, I haven't had the most luck with onions this year either sprouting, but it looks like my second round seemed to be doing a little better. You can see that, if I can get this dang phone to focus, you can see that, you know, stuff's popping up now. I had to do a whole second round of planting because if you can see back there, I mean, not much sprouted. Those ones on the right are actually bunching onions, so they're not even traditional onion, but those ones, I mean, not many planted. I think it was too hot and the light wasn't close enough or something. Anyway, never had trouble with onions. I guess maybe I've just been really lucky because I was reading that they can sometimes be finicky. So Anyway, yeah, so this is what we're working with here. It's kind of nice. I plan on adding another shelf. I got them all stacked down there once I need them, but last week was tomato week, last weekend I mean, and I got some tomatoes planted and some more brassicas planted that, if you can see, are already sprouting just after 3 days. So cabbages and stuff, very nice. We got some more peppers in here, some banana peppers that I think are looking a little better. I don't know why the leaves do that. If anyone sees this and can tell me, that'd be great. I'm guessing it's either the light is still a little far away or I need to let them dry out more. So I'm testing that stuff out. Anyway, this is what we have for indoor growing. It does the job. I've done this in the past and usually have way too many things. So that's what we got.
All right, gang. Well, we're back inside. I just wanted to thank you again for tuning in here and checking out my channel. I hope that as we get this going, that people will find some enjoyment and maybe even learn a few things. Like I said, I'm far from a master gardener, but I have learned stuff over the years, and while it's all available on YouTube, I think having a couple more videos on here will make it easier to find. So yeah, I'll just share what works for me and document my progress along the way. So thanks. That's my kid saying bye also, I guess. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Bye.